Hey lovely folks, and welcome to a brand new series on this channel. I'm Moni and I'm absolutely thrilled to kick off the new year with the very first episode of our exciting series, the DIY Errors Guide. Today we are diving into the very first episode of this exciting series. We are recreating the SEQUIN t-shirt dress Taylor wears during the midnight set on the Eras tour. This tutorial is absolutely beginner friendly. We are drafting the pattern together and I did my best to explain it as simple as possible. So whether you're a seasoned DIY enthusiast or just starting out, you're in for an enjoyable ride. But before we jump into the tutorial, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and join us on this creative adventure as we kick off the DIY Errors Guide series. Are you ready for it? Okay, that was a bit much. Let's hop right into the materials and supplies we need. We're gonna need an oversized t-shirt, 1.5 yards sequin fabric, 1.5 yards of lining fabric, paper and pencil for the pattern drafting, a sewing machine, an iron, and optional an overlocker. Let's start with the pattern drafting. First of all, we are drafting 3 pattern pieces, the front, the back, and the sleeve. We start by folding the oversized shirt in half and place it onto a pattern paper. Then we are tracing the outline of the front half. We are extending the hem by about 8 inches or 20 centimeters if you're using metric. This does really depend on your preference, but in my case 8 inches worked well. And make sure to only follow the front seam of the sleeve. Find that the back of it is usually slightly larger than the front. Please remember to mark the pattern piece to be cut on fold. Now we are folding the shirt the other way around to trace the back and add another 8 inches to the hem. Onto patterning the sleeve. Start by laying your shirt front facing up on the pattern paper and mark the top of the shoulder. Then trace the front half of the sleeve and extend the hem of the sleeve by 2 to 4 inches or 5 to 10 centimeters to your desired length. Then flip the shirt over and trace the back side of the sleeve. Let's grab the scissors and cut the paper pattern pieces. I'm gonna do some editing magic here, cause nobody wants to see me cutting the paper pattern. Let's go on to cutting the fabric. The front and the back pattern pieces are cut on fold, once from the lining and once from the sequin fabric. For the sleeves, you must cut 2 mirrored pieces from both fabrics. When cutting the sequin fabric, please don't use your expensive fabric scissors. In the end, you should have 8 pattern pieces. Now it's finally time to start sewing. In the first step, we are closing the shoulder and the side seams of the main bodice pieces with a straight stitch. Then we are closing the side seams of each sleeve. As the next step, we are attaching the sleeves to the main bodice. Make sure that both side seams align, pin them in place, and sew them. The finish the seams and prevent fraying, use either an overlock or zigzag the edges. Repeat the same steps for the lining. Now it's time to attach the lining to the sequin fabric. Place both of the lining and the outer shell fabric right sides together into each other. Align both necklines and sew them together using a straight stitch. Flip the dress right side out and top stitch the neckline to finish it. The next step is to attach the sleeve lining. We start by grabbing the lining of the sleeve and matching up both seams. Make sure the lining is not twisted. Match up both right sides of the sleeves and place at least one pin on each side of the seam. Go in with one hand between both layers and grab the pin sleeve from the inside and pull the sleeve through the bottom hem. Now add pins around the cuff and sew the lining to the sleeve. Remember to overlock or zigzag the edges, then flip it right sides out again. Now repeat the same steps for the other sleeve. By now, we are almost done. Next up, we are evening out the hem of the entire dress and attach the lining by matching up the right sides together using the side seams as a guide and sewing it close. Remember to leave a small gap to turn the dress right side out again and top stitch the entire hem for a clean finish. And now we are all done. So it's now time for the grand reveal. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I enjoyed creating it. If you found this tutorial helpful or have any questions along the way, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I love hearing from you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. There are many more tutorials coming soon. Thank you so much for joining me in this first episode of the DIY Errors Guide.